boom. Oop, 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 oop. Oop, oop, a doop. Oop, oop, a doop. Okay. Okie doke. We'll wait for a few minutes to see who might come in. And so Chew, there you are. Hey, brother. Hey, this is for this morning, the live that you hung out on. And I'm showing what all I found in today's 6-hour hunt. Not all of it was live, of course, because I only did the 2.5 hours of live, and then the rest of it was off camera. So how you doing this evening? Nice to have you on board. I'm going to scoot up here a little bit. Just so I'm... Hello, Paula. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Trying to get some watch hours here, so I'm doing a wrap-up on this morning's live. And got a lot of stuff, a lot of surface finds, a lot of goofy stuff, and a lot of pretty cool stuff here, I think. You know, nothing really, no gold rings or no real good jewelry, but I got some neat things. So I'm going to wait for a few minutes before I get yakking, and probably stay on for about an hour and go over everything, answer any questions, and see if yeah, don't forget to hit that like button or the dislike. You can hit the dislike if you want. It's okay. So found me a gun though, ready to go to war. No, it's not a Nerf gun though. I need a Nerf gun for all the Nerf ammunition that I'm finding. But I didn't find any Nerf ammunition. I only found a squirt gun. But that's cool. Squirt guns are cool. So got a few things here. Got to show off my could be's and my bottle caps. Keeping it real here. Keeping it real with what I find. And some of these things Mrs. Incognito found. She's my eyes on the surface, and so a lot of this surface stuff she picks up for me so that I can show you all what people leave after a holiday. Well, maybe I'll just get going. It's already a couple minutes in, and show you guys some of the things. We got a working lighter so we can go to concerts. Yeah. I've got a pearl bracelet, I think. And what I'm going to do is, I think it was a bracelet. Maybe it was a hair tie because this is stretchy material. I've got another hair tie here that would work for either a hair tie or a bracelet, and I'm going to repair that so that it's whole once again. So it's pretty easy to repair there. So probably get on that in a minute. Hey, David Air Force Vet, welcome aboard. Blistering Barnacles, there you are. You were here this morning. Do you ever sleep, my friend? Mate, you are just all over the place. And, I don't know when you sleep, because I see you at all hours of the day in my day, and I know your day is my night, and your night is my day, and Yeah, I did get some this morning. There's a lot here that I didn't get on the live. I didn't get hardly anything on the live. Going around, I got a lot of bottle caps here. You can see the bottle caps. Keeping it real again. And the pull tabs, got a lot of those. Got some tent stakes. Gotta have tent stakes. Got some miscellaneous tubing. That's cool. This is all stuff for my scrap so that my poundage goes up. And then I've got some caps and sleeves. This is a cap off of something that I'm going to figure out what to use these things on. This is a sleeve off of I believe it's a canopy of some kind, easy up or something. But got lots of beach toys, and the beach toys are cool because I've told everybody that one of the things I'm doing with the beach toys, I'm putting them all in a bag, and then one hot day when everybody's out there swimming and there's a lot of kids, I'm going to take all these beach toys out and dump them in a big pile and let them go to town, and just kind of string them across the beach, maybe instead of a big pile. But I'm going to repair this in a minute because it looks like it was either a hair tie that I found. Kind of a nice pearly looking thing, right? It's kind of neat. It's missing a couple pearls, but that's okay. You know, a lot of the stuff we find is treasure trash, right? So I'm gonna take this apart here. I think it'd be pretty easy. Yeah, it's going to be pretty easy to take apart here and put a new band in. So it can either be used as a bracelet, which I think it was used as a bracelet before, or it could be used as a hair tie. So I'm going to repair it with a hair tie, and I'm going to clean the dirt out of it here a little bit. Use a nail here, and I'm going to scrape the dirt out of the inside of it so it's a little corroded there, and clean it up a little bit. I'll probably soak it, but if I do, then the pearls are going to fall off. So it would probably just be for looks, to say I found it rather than try to give it to somebody, because I don't think I can. It's so corroded, I don't think I can clean it up good enough to give to somebody so they can wear it in their hair or on their wrist. But gotta try and get it cleaned up a little bit. So how are you guys all doing this evening? I hope all of you that are here got in on the comment video so that you get a chance to win one of my products. Oops. Oh, so I lost a could be here. So I'm really proud of those products, and I'll get one out here in a second and show you what I'm talking about if you haven't seen them. But yeah, that's probably good enough. I'm not going to give this away to anybody because it's just going to be junk. But this way, uh-oh, I brought some critters home with me. Critters, critters. There. Oh, don't want it crawling on me. So snap this back in there. Put that in there like so. And then we'll take my pliers and we'll just Where's that? Oh no! Oh, I'm gonna have to glue it now. I'm gonna have to glue it now. It broke out. I was being so careful with it. So anyway, okay. It'll just have to be glued in, so that it's only going to be for looks. Put that on it, and then get my super glue out. And there. Now I can just glue that back in there. Okay. So it is fixable anyway. So if you didn't see it, it's a little pearl heart, and it was buried for quite some time. So it's missing a couple more bling. I got this little piece here that's corroded pretty good too. I tried to clean it, but it was gold plated at one time, and I think the way it looks here, it's got this little thing here, and make me out of a ball inflator. Here's my little pinpointer. Okay, so it's got this part here, and it's got a stone in it. Looks like it's broken here, and it was like a pendant or a charm or an earring. Oh, come on. So anyway, it's nice to find something glittery. I mean, even these things, I found this one. It's got bling on it. Little hair tie somebody lost. Got something here. Mrs. Incognito found this. Now this is decoration of something. I don't think it was jewelry. I think it was off of, some kind of item that kind of glued onto it, like I don't know, lipstick or something. I don't know. And found a pin back. So these are always cool. I've got pins, and you not never, but you hardly ever find these to go with the pins. And so got a little thing here. Just clean out that hole here. And there we go. Now I can put that on one of my pins. So that those are always nice to find. And anybody else come in? Yep. A couple people have left. It looks like I got some likes. That's cool. That's cool. Now get a couple hours if you guys can stick it out with me for an hour. If you can't, I'll understand. But here's a little bling thing. Surface find is plastic, but it looks cool, doesn't it? Got little stones in it and everything. A little buckle off of something, probably a hair tie or something. And here's a Michael Kors emblem off of something. That would ring up like silver, but it wasn't silver. And this I got on camera, so it looks like it's silver plated. I cleaned it, and it says love. It's a little lock, a love lock. You know how in certain places they have fences that you go, as a couple, and you go put your lock on the fence. And this is a little charm I found. A little beat up. Must have been in there for a little while. So anyway, just silver plated, but jewelry nonetheless, right? ABC Treasure Trails, welcome in. So thanks for coming. Yeah, got a bunch of you guys in here. Hope I get a bunch more. But I found uh, a bunch of clad today, and found $3.50 in quarters and uh, over a dollar in dimes, and I got 25 cents in nickels, and I got 3 coppers, and I got 40 cents in zincans. So I got like a total of $5 and 55 cents. So it cost us $5 to get into the park. So I got our money back between the two of us. We got our money back. So it was a trip well made. And at least I didn't get skunked on things. I got a neat button here. And you can see it. Come on, focus. Come on. Oop! And then dropping everything. Looks like a shield. Oh, you see what's on top of it? Looks pretty cool. I think it's a brass button. It's kind of not real corroded. I think it'll clean up pretty good. I think it's brass. Not bad. It was in with a copper penny, so it was giving me some weird, wicked readings. So what about that lock, Jamie? It was pretty cool, huh? I thought it was cool when I found it. It took me a minute to read it, and you guys all saw what it was before I did. I thought it was just a little charm. Didn't know exactly what it was. Congratulations! Ahoy, Captain! Hey, I know what that test is all about. I was studying for captain's test at one time, years and years and years ago. But I was actually studying so that my dad could get his captain's license. And I know how tough that is. Congratulations. So that's a lot of studying. Going to be back on the boats, huh? Cool. Hey, my zipper collection, I got inside and outside zippers off of a sweatshirt or a coat. So it's a reversible, so that you can zip up the inside or the outside, turn it inside out. That's cool. You know, things like that, kind of neat to find. You don't hardly ever find things together like this, unless it's on the shirt. Yeah. But one of my great finds today was a 22, looks like a 22 Magnum. And a Great Scott was showing one of these off, but it was stuck through a penny. And he had a penny with a bullet stuck in it. So, and one with a hole in it from one of these. So, and this one's been fired. It wasn't pulled out. You can tell it got the serrations on it. Yeah, you don't have to deal with them on lake, but you know, you still have to have that license, right? If you want to take charters, lake or sound or bay or ocean, you know. That's cool. That's quite an accomplishment, BC. Congratulations. Got melted can. Somebody put a can in their fire and dumped it out on the beach. I found this. I thought it looked like a cowboy hat, but it's just a brad. Just a brad. Probably a pop rivet. Probably. It was kind of neat. Getting around to it. Mrs. Incognito found this. This is cool. It's a moon charm. Little man in the moon. That's pretty cool. I know that's silver. I know that's silver. Not much, but it's silver. So we didn't get that on camera, but still pretty cool. Still pretty cool. Find little things like that with the metal detector or without the metal detectors. Hey, you diver. Thanks for coming in. My chat went off here and I didn't see you there. So how's it going, Greg? Hot mess. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. Probably only stay on for about an hour so that I can get some watch hours in. I don't want to take up a lot of everybody's time. I don't have anything to keep you entertained that long unless I can answer some questions. And we got some cool surface finds. I like finding flatware. We find quite a bit of flatware out there. People just leave their stuff all over the place. And this was funny on my live. I found this and it was leading me a merry chase. Bread ties. Who would know? These usually ring up like iron and like a 3 or a 4, but this one ran up about an 11, like foil. And 11, 12 could have been jewelry, but no, it wasn't. So thank you guys for being here. My thing shows that only 3 of you are here. I guess people are coming in and then saying hi and then saying bye. Or anyways, we had a pretty good day this morning. We got out about 6 o'clock and came home at 2 o'clock and found all this stuff. All this stuff. And find stuff that seems like I should have found before, as large as it is. But anyway, it's been down there a long time in the sand, and I don't know how I missed it before. But you go over a different inch of sand each time you go, right? So, but got a few little blings, and a little piece of jewelry. So we didn't get skunked on silver, because we got the man in the moon and it's silver. And the rest is silver plated. So the lock was pretty cool. So yeah, they do. I got a couple of those too, but I think they're in another bag that I forgot to dump out here. And I did get a lot of nails. See there? I got the Sharpies out today. And this, I thought it was a bottle cap. It was screaming at me, and it was laying at such an angle that I was digging for the bottle cap, and it was eluding me because it was like this part was right at the edge of the hole, and the rest of it was leading away from the hole. And my metal detector picked up this, but I didn't swing it far enough to pick up this, so it was like a really strange find. Really strange. But got a little whistle. Somebody was tooting their horn out there. Unless your lights go off. Oh yeah. Well, I hope your electricity stays on. Yeah. We got some creepy crawly things came home with me. Anybody know what this is? I found this, and it's only got one eye. I was going to do a lens on it and see what it is, but maybe somebody knows what it is. So I don't know exactly what that even is, but it kind of sits up like that. Got a hacky sack football. That's pretty cool. Kind of does, except it's the wrong color. Yeah, David. Yeah, it does kind of look like a minion, doesn't it? But wrong color because they're all yellow. Oop. So, yeah, one of the things that I just don't understand is finding so many socks. I don't bring them home with me. Well, I have brought a couple of pairs of socks that I really liked. Yeah, you guys ever do that? You find something, you bring it home and wash it because you really like the way it looks. But most of them are there, um, and you don't want to pick them up. But they're just, I think I probably found about 20 pairs of socks today. And a conforming minion. That's cool. You're in the middle of a big thunderstorm. Where are you at, BC? Oh, David, not BC. David, where are you at, David? You don't have to say what town or anything. State is fine. Or country. Because you're in the Air Force. No, you're not in the Air Force anymore. Vet. Right? Got to get my terminology correct here. Western Kansas. Oh, I've got a friend that lives in Kansas City, just outside Kansas City. You need the rain, huh? You haven't had any rain for a little while? Yeah, we got quite a bit of rain and snow around here. We didn't get snow right here, but up in the mountains, we got lots of snow down low in the mountains too. So, anybody know what this is? It's plastic, but it's got some kind of meaning to it here. It comes off of something, kind of a little clip. Looks like it was screwed down on something. I don't know. I find these things and then just my curiosity goes wild. And what is that? Looks like maybe off of a little car set or a train set or something. Maybe it's a little hill put down next to the train track. I don't know. Wow. Yeah, I find all kinds of stuff. And this, I think, is a top, but I can't spin it. I don't I don't have the quickness in my fingers anymore to spin it. Probably like a kid can. But anyway, but then again, it might just be one of those candy things that this is the paddle and have a piece of candy on this, like one of these ring pop things, like this thing is a ring pop, and maybe that's what it is. But since I didn't see it when it was, being used, I have no idea. And I haven't seen anything that uses something like that. So I have this, so I know that's like a ring pop. But didn't find, speaking of rings, I didn't find any rings lately. Just got lots of plastic stuff and on top of the ground and itty bitty things. But I call it treasure trash. Yeah, it got us back our um, entrance fee into the park. It cost $5, and I got $5.55 back out of the park. So there you go. It's kind of fair trade, right? So I made 55 cents for all my hard work today. And did get some interesting finds. Little things like this lock into, like, I think they're for light, strings of lights, something. I think somebody took them out and but anyway, I've had hooks like this that are little different connectors, all kinds of different connectors there. You think that's for a lollipop, Listerine? Had a auger thing on it? Yep, 55 cents is better than nothing. And then I did get some bling too. I got some shinies, but they're just treasure trash. Yeah, I broke this just now. I have to fix it. Yeah, it's missing some pearls. Come on. But there's a hair tie. I broke that little piece of metal off the back. It had just a piece of like a hair tie. Could have been for a bracelet or a hair tie, so I was going to fix it. And I twisted it a little bit too hard and that weld came off, so I have to glue it. But it's not going to anybody. Nobody's going to use it because it's hard to clean up to make it usable. Yeah. And I did get a cool button. Anybody recognize the button? Looks like a shield, but then it looks like an ant on top of it or something. I don't know. I think it's a brass button, so I'm going to clean it up and see if I can see it better. Oop, come on. Focusing on this phone is wicked sometimes. That's a little better. Oh, I always have fun. There is not a time that I go out. Spider-Man? Maybe. It's not a time I go out that I don't have fun, even if I don't get anything but treasure trash. But can't go out and not have fun for me. There's just no way. I fell in love with metal detecting, and even if I get a rusty old bottle cap, I celebrate. I get a lot of those, so I celebrate a lot, right? Got some kind of piece of something here. I like to take things that are squished and bend them back around the way they were and see what they might have been. So it looks like it was a guard out of something to protect something. But they take so many things out there that it's hard to tell what something might be once it's disconnected and squished and wadded, and had one thing that was all wadded up, and it was a hose clamp, but it looked like something out of science fiction when I found it. Oh yeah, I just read that, David. I just read that would be, yeah. Screw this or click this in and twist it, and then have a hook to tie some cord to. That works for me. And we did get something else that Mrs. Incognito found on the surface. It's a clippy. I don't think it's a hair clip. I think it's just a clip that like clips onto the collar of a dress, or on a blouse or a dress. So just has this little spring clippy, but that wouldn't be for an earring or for a hair clip, I don't think. I think it and this part. So if it was washed up, it would probably be cute on some girl's dress or blouse. But don't know whether I can get it all cleaned up or not. Most of it's going to go in the trash, or in my scrap, or in my toy bag, Toys for Tots. Oh, I think that's a stick for fruit there, for one of those fruit basket things. Just like a skewer for the fruit, and this sticks out. That's my guess. Birthday cake decoration, anybody? So it doesn't look like I'm keeping everybody. Looks like I might only have David and Greg left. Everybody else gone bye-bye. But I'm on for another 40 minutes or 20 minutes. I've got been 40 minutes, so I'm on for another 20 minutes. And just going to sit here and what is my why are they sticking? They're supposed to come back apart. Huh. They lock. Guess they're supposed to. In case you want to hold something. That's cool. I didn't know they locked down. Huh? Kinda. Okay. Thanks, David. Appreciate it. Oh no, I didn't find them. Greg, well, I found them, but not out in the field. I found them. My wife bought some jewelry making kits to make jewelry and stuff with the grandkids, and I found them in her bag. But ouch! I've got a couple of them. There's one I think a little smaller than this. I find things all over the place. So, no, but I do find tools. I find a lot of tools. I'm surprised I didn't find any tools this time. I usually find at least one tool that I can use. I find a lot of tools that can't be used again. Last week I found a pair of vice grips and a wrench that been in the water so long they were just torn up. So like they weren't worth anything but scrap. So, but I had a lot of close calls. Like I found this, and when I first saw it, what would you think I thought I saw? This was kind of a cool find. It was all wadded up in a ball. Looks like a paint tube, I think. Yep. In parking lots. The other day I did a little live and I showed everybody what I found in a parking lot just walking around. It wasn't alive, it was just a wrap. It wasn't live, I'm sorry. But I found all kinds of stuff. I found washers, I found pennies, I found tools, I found all kinds of stuff just walking around in a parking lot at a doctor's office. And I'm always looking for something I found, a penny, kind of looked like this, only this, instead of being dirt, was, I'm going to take that off there. It was asphalt, because the penny was in the ground and I pried it out with my pocket knife, because I hate things that are stuck. One day I was walking on the sidewalk in front of a coffee shop, and somebody had glued a 50-cent piece to the cement. And I reached down to pick it up, and I broke my thumbnail on it when I went, you know how you kind of stick your thumbnail under it to pick it up. And they made me mad. I really let them have a piece of my mind about that, because they had glued it down on purpose to see how many people they could get to bend over to pick it up. But every time I see something stuck in the asphalt, or if I can pry it out, I get it. Hey, if I can cut it off, if it's glued and I can pry it up, I get it. So after that one situation was for sure. Yeah, Walmart. I metal detected the Walmart parking strips the other day. That was cool. I found an earring and a bunch of stuff, a bunch of money. Okay, Greg. Take care, buddy. Well, it just leaves you and me, David. At least for another 13 minutes, 12, 13 minutes. Yeah, if I go to Sam's Club, I walk with my eyes on the ground, seeing what's there between the door and the car, both ways. Wow, that's cool. That's cool. You're lucky to have found the right one, huh? So, yeah, I'm waiting for the day I can return something, whether they have a finder's fee or not. I am, you know, I'm always feeling sorry for the people who lose things. I find a ring, and I find a really nice gold wedding ring that there's no markings in it, nobody's name, no dates, nothing. So uh, I have it in my box. And I found wedding bands, no names, no dates, just 14 karat gold, 18 karat gold. And yeah, I had a guy, I was at this same place I was detecting today, and this gentleman walked up to me. He couldn't speak English, a little teeny bit, but he got his point across. He saw me with my metal detector, and he laid his wallet down on the ground on the sidewalk and asked me to swing my metal detector over it. And it was funny, because when I swung my metal detector over it, I said, "Do you have gold in there?" And a gold coin is what I said. "You have a gold coin in there?" And he goes, "No." And he pulls out a uh, a ring and a setting for a different ring, just the setting part with a diamond in it. And I couldn't tell him whether the diamond was real. I didn't have my diamond tester, but I told him he could take that to a jeweler and they'd tell him whether it was real. And lady came out of the van that he was in and started talking to me. And she could speak English a little better, so she translated. And the ring uh, didn't have any markings in it, but it looked and hefted like gold to me. At least it was gold plated. I told him, you'd have to test it to make sure. And he said he found it in a parking lot, and that was cool. And then I went to walk away, and he goes, "Hey, amigo, come here." And I walked over, and I had both hands full. I had the scoop in one hand, I had my metal detector in the other, and he tucked a $5 bill down on my hand with my scoop. And I said, "No, you don't have to pay me anything." And he goes, "Yes, yes, yes." And so I got paid $5 for just swinging my metal detector over a wallet. Your phone is lagging? Well, I don't know whether it's lagging or not, but you're so far away, it just takes a while to get there. So, got another 8.5 minutes here before I say goodbye. But I'm going to be here for that 8.5 minutes for sure, and get every minute of watch time I can get. Yeah, maybe some of them come back and watch it later. But might get a little more interesting someday when I've got better things to show off. But I thought the finds were interesting today, and a lot. I had everything as a whole, so you figure, except for the plastic that was on top and a couple of the metal veins that were on top, all of this out here was that's metal was a dig. So there's uh, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. There's over 100 holes that I dug just here. And then there's probably another 100 over here. Just in the nails and the bottle caps and the pull tabs and stuff. So there are a couple hundred holes that I dug. So that was fun. Okay, Jamie, you take care, right? Yeah. I will see you soon. That's a definite. We will be seeing each other. Either I'll see you on your video or on one of the lives where we go and hang out, huh? So hang in there, guy. See you later, mate. So I'm hoping that a lot of rain came with your thunder, because sometimes a thunderstorm don't drop any rain. It just makes a lot of noise, a lot of light show. We've had those around here. Lots of light show, lots of noise, no rain. You're going to the Philippines. Cool. Yeah, I had a friend that went to the Philippines, and he said it was a beautiful place. My dad went to the Philippines, but that was during World War II. And it wasn't such a beautiful place then. Also went to Hawaii. I told him I wanted to go to Hawaii, and he said, uh, you want to retire there? Well, that's cool. There's a lot of rain there. Yeah, there's a lot of rain there. Won't have to worry about that, huh? But my dad went to Hawaii. You know, he was in and out of Pearl during the war, and I said I wanted to go to Hawaii one day, and he said, "What do you want to go there for? There's nothing on those beaches but barbed wire and spent shells and craters." And I said, "You don't want to go there." Oh, got about 3.5 more minutes. Think you can hang, David? 3.5 more minutes. Oh yeah, you're hardcore. You'll stay for me. I know you will. But appreciate you, bud. Appreciate you hanging out with me. And getting little critters everywhere here. Where are they coming from? Brought them in something like can or something. That's one of the troubles with bringing stuff in, especially cans and bottles. They got gooey stuff in them, and they're full of little ants and critters. That's cool. You can go run my lives anytime. I'd appreciate that. Anytime you feel like running one, you know, because I've got some lives that are a couple, 3 hours long. I had one that was 4 hours long, but I had to delete it. That was sad because it was a good one. I had a good day at the beach and had to delete it. But anyways, a couple more minutes. Maybe with this morning's and this evening's, I'll get my 14 watch hours that I need to break that 1,000 watch hour mark. And if I break that 1,000 mark, then I think it's going to start going up a lot faster. I think YouTube is very conservative um, with their watch hours. I don't know how, because I've got over 4,000 watch hours total, but they're only crediting me with 900, and not even 1,000 yet. But if you go in and see what my watch hours are total for the last year, it's over 4,000. But what they don't count, right? Oh, thank you. Very much appreciated. Okay, we got about 30 seconds. And I am a smaller channel, but one day maybe I won't be. But appreciate your help, David. And I will see you probably tomorrow. I bet that you're going to be on Coining Around, right? Nice. Thank you. That'll help me. That'll definitely help me. If somebody watches my live a couple hours at a time will help. All right, David, good night. And see you in the morrow. Night, everybody.